Good morning, everyone. So, my name is Andrea, and I just got this intuitive feeling to do a quick little training with you. Why making intuitive, soul aligned decisions will transform your business, your health, and life with much more ease. So, it's stepping into the effortless being state. So, if we can look at the whole energy of how we make decisions, there's many parts. There's one, the logical kind of rational left brain thinking, and then there's the kind of the other side of the brain, which is the right brain, which is the creative brain, and the intuitive brain. In my experience, is it seems to be a combination of the right and left brain. And it's also, they say that there's three brains, like the gut brain, the heart brain, and the wisdom brain. And in Qigong, we call that the three dantans, the energy center at the belly, the heart center for compassion, and the wisdom center for intuition. So the most important thing when we're making intuitive aligned decisions is to come back to the body, to be in the moment. So putting your hands on your body, 2 feet flat on the ground, feeling really grounded and present in the moment, and taking a few deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale to the belly. Inhale through the nose, exhale to the belly. So this is filling the dantan, the belly, full of chi. Inhale through the nose, exhale to the belly. And just feel yourself completely align. Your spine is straight. Just imagine a beautiful column of chi coming through the top of your head, down through the middle of your body, through your third eye, your wisdom center, your belly button, right down into the earth. A beautiful column of chi connected to your intuitive true self and aligned to the earth. Feel that fully right now. And if there's any thoughts or feelings coming up, like I've got so much work to do, I have to get moving, I've got 101 things on my list of things to do, just watch that come and go. Allow and accept all of those distractions and let them pass. And coming back to the moment, coming back to the moment, coming back to the body. And trust that you know that you know. You truly do know what's the best decision for you, for your health, for your business, for your life, for your relationship. You truly do know, but you're probably in some kind of denial, okay? So just be willing to consider that you do know. And feeling that fully through every cell of your body. And then putting one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just asking, what's the best for my highest good right now? And just give it a clear thing like, uh, uh, is it beneficial for my highest good to have chicken for lunch? Just something simple like that. And if your body, starts to chicken, your body goes, oh, and it starts to relax and it starts to feel good and it feels light. That's a sign that's an intuitive yes. Okay. If you're a human design manifesting generator or generator, you'll follow your sacral. So, is it beneficial for me to eat chicken for lunch today? Aha or ah. Aha is yes, ah is no. So just feeling that is it beneficial for me to eat chicken today? Aha. Is it beneficial for me to eat pork today? Ah. So it's a yes and no. Okay. So why is this so important? Okay, so let's just do another one. Is it beneficial for me? So what's the top priority for me right now? Right now. And the first intuitive answer you get, it might be a feeling, it might be a picture, it might be a word, or it might be just a, like that. It might be drink some water, have a lie down for 5 minutes, go for a walk, put up this post. Okay. It might be just that, or contact that client. So that is exactly the next step. So, one of the reasons why I'm talking about this is that the way intuition works, okay, is if you can imagine there's two parts of us. One is our conditioned self. That's the part that, you know, um, has been conditioned from our family, from our genetic patterning, the way we think, the way we dress, what we think about money and health and energy and taking care of ourselves and everything, okay? And also it's conditioning from the media, from the news, from social media, from friends, family, society, experts, coaches, everyone, like and doctors, nurses, it's from the whole society. So that's a conditioned kind of energy. And the conditioning is like a computer. We've just been programmed with this program about health and this program about business and this program about money and this program about relationships and this program about self-care and this program about spirituality, right? But it's all programs. And the programs are limited based on how quickly you can upgrade your software, right? It's based on an old paradigm. So whatever your parents taught you, you know, whatever they taught you was the best that they knew at the time. That was from what they learned from their parents, right? And my parents were brought up in practical survival mode, because they got that from their parents. My grandmother had 10 kids, so she was really in survival mode and business mode. So that was the program that she passed on through the DNA and through the eggs and the genetics, right? But those programs aren't necessarily up to date with what is needed in the world today. Okay, in those days they hardly had, they had the internet, but not majorly. But they don't really have artificial intelligence. They probably didn't have robots. They don't have the way things are now. So our conditioned programs are outdated, right? So if you're making a decision just from your conditioning, you will create a limited perspective. Okay. So if you're trying to go from, 8K a month to 15K a month, you're going to do it from your limited programmed perspective, which means, okay, my conditioning is the only way to make, more money is to double my work efforts. So you'll work harder, you'll do more Facebook ads, you'll you'll expect to hardly have any holidays, you'll push yourself, you think you've got to increase your client numbers, you'll do that, right? So that is going to take you down a pathway which is totally going to lead to burnout, either burnout emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, right? But it's not connected to your heart and your soul. It's just a robotic kind of approach. And we're not robots, we're human beings, okay? Let the robots and the AI do their thing. That's what they're good at, logic, okay? But we have the gift of intuitive knowing. Okay, so that's when we follow our conditioning. So then there's another part of you that is totally unlimited. That's like the universal chi inside of you that's living and breathing everything on the planet. Every plant, every animal, every insect, every human being, every mammal, every fish, everything alive on the planet is this living chi. And that universal chi is connected to unlimitedness. That universal chi is connected to anything is possible. And that universal chi is connected to unlimited abundance as well, right? Unlimited possibilities, unlimited life. So that is why my logo is the white circle with the colors, because if you are connected and stay centered in your intuitive knowing, your mind will be very clear. Your mind will be less busy. Your body will be more in the moment. You'll be more present. And then you'll naturally magnetize all of your ideal clients, money, ideal business, ideal life, ideal lifestyle that makes your heart sing. And it's like, yes, this is me. I love it. I love it. Love it. I love it. Right? So making intuitive decisions. So what happens is when we make a decision, sometimes we get a hell yes, like our body, mind, and heart goes, yes, I want that. But then our logic steps in, or our fear or our conditioning steps in, which blocks us. Okay. And when that happens, you lose the moment. So just imagine, so it's a bit like, how do I explain it? It's a bit like sailing. I don't know if any of you have done sailing. Okay. So when you put up a sail and the wind's blowing, it's like, you're flying through the water and it's effortless and you're in flow and it's easy and it's enjoyable, right? But when it's stagnant, there's no wind, you're just sitting in one spot, but you want to move. And it's like we effort. So then we blow on the sail, blow on the sail, blow on the sail to try to get the boat to move. But it takes all of our energy and leaves us completely exhausted. So that is what it's like when you're trying to follow your conditioning. It's like your conditioning is like blowing on the sail, okay? Blowing on the sail, making something happen, trying to get more clients, trying to get more money, trying to grow your business, trying to hustle more, it's like blowing on the sail. So what I recommend is put the sail up and be open to when the wind's going to blow. But when the wind isn't blowing, that's the time to go and make some lovely breakfast and have a lovely time and relax and go for a walk or do some creative stuff that you enjoy doing. It might be creative stuff in your business, creating a course, just kind of flow with it, okay? But you're ready, you're listening for when the wind is starting to blow. And as you start to feel the wind start to blow, that is when you know is the time to focus on that, because that is a window of opportunity for you to move forward, quantum leap forward in your business and life, right? Quantum leap, okay? Okay. So when that wind blows, you can't predict when it's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to. You can't logically figure it out. You might be able to sort of check the Weather Bureau to see what's happening as well, but it will still do its own thing in its own perfect time because it's nature. It's natural, right? But you've got an estimate of when the wind may come because of the Weather Bureau. But with your intuition, you don't necessarily have a weather reading. You just get a feeling. Okay, so it might be, go ring Mary. Like, you need to ring Mary. I don't know why, but you need to ring Mary right now. Okay, right now. Or I had, when I was in New Zealand, celebrating my mum's 74th birthday. She just had terminal cancer, and it was the last birthday that she would have with her family. So it was a very special event, and almost in tears thinking about it. And her brother couldn't come to the birthday, and so we were going to go and visit him and take him some cake, and we went to visit him. As soon as I saw him, I had this feeling inside my body, oh, he hasn't got long to live. And it was so strong. I've never, ever had that with anybody, ever. And I just, out of the blue, I just said, we really would love to give you a Palawa healing. And it's like, it came out of my heart. It was like, you really need this right now, Uncle. And he agreed to that. And so straight away, Mum and Dad and me went home, and my mum and dad had trained in the Palawa healing modality. And we, all three of us, sent him a Palawa healing. And it's what exactly he really needed. And a few days later, he passed away. And and that was perfect because he probably needed that so he could go on peace, or, his being, his soul could go in peace. But if I hadn't followed my intuition, which was in that moment that we have to give him a Palawa healing, like it's now, he needs it, okay? It was like so strong in my being. If I hadn't followed that, I don't know what might have happened. He might have had a more traumatic passing away. I don't know. He might have died feeling more lonely. Who knows? But I know that he needed it. And that's what it's like with trusting your intuitive decisions in the moment. It's in the moment. And the moment has gone when you don't trust it. And if you don't trust your intuition, it can lead to your death, okay? We're not trying to get into fear, but it can. I had a friend that is very intuitive and was in a house on their own. Their partner was away, and all of this feeling was, I know this sounds a bit woo-woo, but I'm just, let's face it, the woo-woo is where the wisdom is, right? Okay. So it had this feeling that the tree was standing on the balcony. The tree said to this person, I'm coming through on the balcony. Now, he could have just go, oh, I didn't hear that. I'm not, that's not true, da-da-da. And he could have died. Because what happened was the tree came crashing through the balcony, and because he listened to his intuition, he moved. He would have been dead, and no one could have helped him because no one else was in the house. So this is the power of intuition, but you can't delay it, because when you get a hell yes, you've got to do it straight away, because it's in the moment. It's sometimes it's time critical. It was time critical for my uncle, right? And it was time critical for my friend with the tree. And so what I'm saying, and so when you get this intuitive hell yes, it's for a reason, okay? It's actually because your intuition is like your higher self, your true self, which is going, psst, psst, Mary, Mary, listen to me. It's not really loud and saying you've got to do this, and now that you've got 101 things to do, and we've already set the timetable for today. It's really quiet, but very persistent. So the reason I'm saying this is there's a few people that have really expressed an interest in the Palawa training on this weekend, 2nd to the 4th of November. And I've even had some one-on-one sessions with people, and some people have gone, and I said, what's it feel like in your body? How much benefit out of 10 is it for you to do the Palawa training? And many of them have said 80% benefit, 70% benefit. And then in the next moment, their fear, their doubt, oh, but I'll do it another time. Oh, but I'll do it another time. So what they have chosen to do is let their conditioning make that decision for them, because their intuition is saying, hell yes, now is the time. So that is when the wind is blowing. Okay, that is when the wind is blowing. It's taking you to your destination. It's taking you to your 20K months. It's taking you to your 50K months. It's taking you to the ideal life and business you want. It may be even taking you towards a partner that you want. It's taking you towards the health that you want. And in that moment, in November, that is saying, do this now. If that person chose to wait for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, it's not a fertile time. So when the intuition speaks, it's like having, if you're a gardener, you plant a seed, but lots of seeds, you plant lots of seeds, but not all of them grow, right? Some of them, only a few seeds may grow out of planting lots of seeds. So when your intuition says 80%, yes, it's time to do this course, it's saying this is the optimal time to plant this seed. This is the most fertile, auspicious time to plant this seed. And many cultures are very, very big on auspicious timing. Some in the Indian cultures, when they arrange a marriage, they book the wedding for an auspicious date, and they look at the astrology, numerology, everything like that. Same with some in the Chinese culture. It's very much through the old centuries looking for the auspicious time. But your intuition actually knows even more than the logical auspicious time, according to, it's even better than numerology, better than astrology. Okay, it's better than anything you could logically work out, because it's divine timing. Okay, divine timing is totally different from rational timing. Obviously, you combine that with some practicality and rationale, but there's a huge difference. So you plant the seed, and that could mean that, okay, then that person says, okay, I'm going to say yes to my intuition. Okay, they come along on the 2nd and 4th of November this weekend, and that has totally been the perfect time for them to fully bloom, because this 3-day weekend is like equivalent and high vibration, high, whole body, mind, body, heart, nervous system, physical, emotional, spiritual, nervous system alignment, DNA alignment, cellular alignment. It's a whole being, and it opens your aura, your energy field, to magnetize all the money, all the clients, all the love, all the life that you truly want, the soul aligned business where you are making a generational impact of health and abundance in this world, doing what you're born to do, your soul gifts, using those and doing what you're born to do, right? that's the most auspicious time. And because it opens your aura while still keeping it 100% safe and protected. So therefore you stay connected to your intuition. And when you're in a situation, you're actually a little bit detached from what's going on, like your family challenges, or if your mum and dad are not well and taking care of them, or, uh, other business issues, okay? Whatever it is, bills or whatever, you are much more detached from all those bills. You're there and you're practical, but you're much more detached and not so emotionally involved. And also, because of that, you don't get so depleted from treating clients. Like I used to wake up at 3 in the morning with a sore shoulder when I was, many years ago when I used to do remedial massage, because I would take on the stress from the client, right? And I don't know if any of you do, but it actually means that you're much more resilient. You are less likely to take on the stress from your clients. You're less likely to get drained working with clients. Your body is more likely to be stronger and aligned. Okay. So imagine Mary saying, yes, okay, I'm going to do it. And she comes and does that. Because in that 3-day weekend, she's had such a big vibrational shift. She has shifted a whole energy completely out of the conditioned family conditioning. And because of that, she's making completely different decisions. I'll give you an example. Many years ago, one client came and she was very stressed because her daughter was trying to kill her. And it was a mental health thing, I think. And she had a court order against her daughter. So she came and did the Palawa training. And that there was a lot of genetic patterning playing out there around victim and victim mode, and without going into detail, a lot of trauma in the family. And a few days and few weeks later, what happened was, because she lifted so much of the genetic trauma in the family through doing the Palawa, because Palawa shifts the genetic trauma without trauma. Okay, it shifts the genetic pattern without trauma. Okay, so it just increases the sense of well-being, right? Okay, that's why it's called radical shift in consciousness. So within a few days, or I can't remember, it was such a long time ago because I've been teaching it for 20 years. I can't even remember when she came. With a wee while afterwards, everything started to resolve. Her daughter went into a state of peace, and she went much into a state of well-being and peace, even though her daughter hadn't come to the training. But because she's genetically connected to her daughter, it went down the line. That's what I'm saying. It has a genetic impact. So because she had changed, that genetic pattern of victim mentality and imbalance had gone down the line to her daughter, and they made peace with each other, and they ended up, she came and worked with her in her business. Okay, that was only after 2 days at that time, right? So that's how powerful it is. And so just imagine Mary saying yes to coming on the 2nd to the 4th of November. She has already shifted a huge genetic patterning. So she may not have to keep on repeating the same old money issues, the same old health issues for the next 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. She could shorten it and rapidly upgrade. Okay, upgrade energetically, upgrade. We call it, some people just come not to become a Palawa practitioner, but for personal and spiritual expansion and upgrade to the more of their true self. Okay, so that's the power of making soul aligned decisions. So I invite you, if you get a call, a Palawa call, and believe me, the Palawa magic is pretty amazing. It definitely increases your magnetism. Definitely. Anyway, so just following those soul aligned decisions, just an example, when you're following your intuition and following your intuitive marketing, I had this feeling to join this manifesting chat group and just got talking. Some people were struggling with manifesting their partner and money and health, and they were quite stressed. So I just contributed a few things of my own experience that could help them. And then a few days later, someone sent me a message, and they were from America, and saying, "You seem to know what you're talking about. I'd like to work with you." Okay, like that. No, from cold to sold in a few days. Okay, right? They bought a 4-month package straight up. So what I'm saying is that is what intuitive decision making is like. Okay, it's like it's the auspicious time you've planted the seed, and it's the time for that season. It's the time for, okay, it's spring now, right? I don't know. You plant the seed and it's the time for that to bloom. Okay. But if you wait till a year, you plant it in winter, it could take 3 years for it to bloom, right? So now, if this is your season, so I want you to just feel into your body, 2 feet flat on the ground, hand on the heart. Inhale through the nose, exhale to the belly. Inhale through the nose, exhale to the belly. Slow, soft, smooth, deep. And if there's any thoughts and feelings coming up, just watching them come and go like clouds in the sky. They're just like mosquitoes, but they're not who you really are. Keep coming back, keep breathing into your body, and feel a beautiful column of chi coming through the top of your head, down through your throat, your heart, your belly, your thighs, your knees, your feet, back down into the earth. And breathing in all the yin chi from the earth, the nourishment from the earth, through your feet, your legs, your whole chest, your whole body, all the way to the top of your head, and then breathing out from the top of your head all the way down. I know that I know. I know that I know. Feeling that through your whole body. Trusting yourself totally. I know that I know. It's safe for me to trust my intuition. It's safe for me to trust my knowing. Every time I trust my intuition, I get back on my path, on my soul-aligned path. I reconnect with my true purpose, my true knowing, my gifts that I'm meant to bring to the world. How much benefit is it out of 10 for me to do the Palawa training this weekend? First intuitive number you get, write that down. How much benefit is it out of 10 for me to do the Palawa training this weekend? Write down the first number that you get. Don't think about it, write it down. If it's a number of 7, 8, 9, or 10, that's a hell yes. So I invite you to come and join us and discover the Palawa Magic and up level your business, your abundance, your health with ease in the soul work that you were born to do. So just go to the link below and it will be a Linktree link. Click on, copy and paste that link. You can look at all the testimonials that I've got and everything else there of other people, and go to the freebies section and book a free 15-minute clarity session if you have any questions. I have a few spots left for today, Thursday, or DM me or phone me on 0404 809 030 and I'll send you the booking link. There's a discount for 2 people, $300 savings. Trust your knowing, trust your focus. Remember, your intuition knows the easiest way for you. Many years ago, I was working too hard, trying to make things happen, and I developed a severe back pain, which I never ever get back pain. My intuition said, invest $800 to help with the back pain with an osteopath and a Qigong retreat. I invested $800 on my credit card in trust. And the next day after the Qigong retreat, I manifested $20,000 cash. $20,000 cash. 1,500% return on investment. Another client came, the first session, she manifested $4,000 cash straight after her session from following your intuition. So I hope this has served you. Please share this video with anyone else that is struggling to make their intuitive soul-aligned decisions right now. I really didn't expect what came through, but obviously it was meant to be said today. So some people must be needing to hear this today. So much love to you all. And if it's a hell yes, 70, 80, 90, 100% benefit for you to join us, I would love to see you. The bookings close today, Thursday, the 31st of October is when the bookings closed. So payment is required by today if you're going to join us. Okay, much love to you all. And on completion of the 3-day training, you will get a certified certificate to say that you're a Palawa practitioner and you have ability to join the IICT, Complementary Therapists Association, and get insurance to practice. So it's a completely professional training. Much love to you all. Remember, your intuition knows the easiest way. Please share this with anybody that needs to hear this today.